Let's get down. I'm gonna take my watch off so I can be ready for timers. I did ask everybody have a like a towel with them today. And that was because in case you don't have a band, if you have a band at home, you could get your band too. But this is like to give us length when we do some stretching. Okay. So, I mean, I'm going to use my towel so y'all can see what it looks like with the towel. But if you have a band, an exercise resistance band, you could use that as well. So let's start in child's pose. Okay, we're really starting basic today. So I want knees out to your mat. We're going to start by sinking into hips. And that's, I mean, really, I want you to be sinking in. Really feel stretch come through the back of the legs and inner thighs. And we're going to sink in. And we're going to hold this for 30 seconds, just sinking in to start with. All right. Some of this is going to be longer holds today. If you want to put, everybody's muted, if you want to put some Zen or slow music on in the background, enjoy your time here. But you're sinking in hips. And what I like to do is even get my fingertips starting to stretch out a little longer. So I can feel a little more stretch even coming through my lats, the back of my back and the sides. And we're breathing, getting deep breaths in. About 15 more seconds. All right, we're gonna roll this up. We're gonna drop. If you have your plank, actually let's all do plank on elbows today. I've had some people say their wrists have been sore, so let's get off the wrist today. We're just gonna hold this for a quick 20 seconds. All right, strong tummy, 20 seconds. 10 more. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna drop, we're gonna extend our arms, and we're gonna lengthen here too. So you've lengthened here, but now we're gonna just lift and release. And I want 10 of those at your own pace, lifting and releasing, okay? Just lift and release. Legs are coming up, arms are coming up. Yeah, pull arms back, plant knees, and push back right back into child's pose, stretching and sinking back into hips. Deep breaths in. 15 more seconds. All right, we're pushing back out. Let's plant arms, plant toes, and plank up for 20 seconds. Starting now. 10 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Arms go back out. Stretch long, one good one, just so you feel your stretch. But then we're going to lift arms and legs one more time for 10 at your own pace. Remember, don't hold breath. Good job, and get them. Arms back in, push back in, and child's pose. Now we're going to start stretching some shoulders out right here. I'm going to keep my right arm out, and I'm going to take this left arm and I'm going to thread it through, okay? And now I'm going to sink my body into my left shoulder. If you have it, you can lay your head down. If you don't have it, just stay lifted. But you're going to feel a stretch coming through the left shoulder here. We're going to hold for 30 seconds on the left side. Lots of shoulder work yesterday. You haven't done Fridays. You'll feel your shoulders, and then you will want to repeat this stretch on your own. Ten more seconds. Good. Pull left arm back in. Return it back to home base. Let's take the right arm, pull in, thread through. My right arm has very little shoulder mobility, so this one's a tough one for me. And I'm going to sink in and get the stretch. So pull right arm back out, home base, and we're going to pull up and we're going to roll to our bottoms. Let's go ahead and grab our towel. All right, we're going to work on one side at a time to get stretched. So let's take our legs out. First, let's just start doing some stretches past our toes, maybe just like 10 to kind of get the hamstrings a little bit loose. And then I'm going to work on just the right leg. Just easy does it. Round the back so you feel some stretch coming through the back as well. And see how far you can start reaching past your toes. Don't force it, just give it a little reach. See if it starts getting a little bit longer every rep. On your 10th one, let's grab that towel. All right, or your band, whichever one you have. And I want you to make it as long as you can. So I'm going to grab two corners and I'm going to wrap it around my foot right here. Okay, so you see I've given myself some extra length. Now, you may not need this towel. You may have like a really good flexible hamstring. I unfortunately do not, because I don't stretch enough and I do too much weight training on my hamstrings. So this towel comes in good handy for me. So I'm going to bend up to start and I'm going to roll myself back. Okay, so I want us just to start by stretching out our hamstrings. So I'm lifting up right now, okay? I could, if you have where you could just grab the back of your foot, you hold the back of your foot. You don't need this towel, but I need the towel, okay? And I'm going to just hold right here for about 15 seconds, okay? If you don't have a towel, by the way, you could hold at your calf. It'll be fine, okay? You could hold here at your calf or right here at your thigh if you forgot to bring your towel. Sometimes accessories are just nice. Now, in 5 seconds, I'm gonna ask you to pull these little toesies a little bit closer to over your eyes, okay? You do not pull to the point of pain, but I like to say we're stretching to a point of maybe a little uncomfort, and we're gonna hold it about 15 seconds, all right? So watch how I go. I'm gonna pull my blade just a tad. That is uncomfortable for me, and that is exactly where I'm gonna hold for about 15 seconds right now. If your legs do a little shake, that's okay. Mine does shake because that's how tight they are. All right, now I'm going to challenge you with one more. You can stay here and that could be fine, or I'm going to put both sides of my towel into my right hand. Okay, I'm still pulling, but I'm going to drop my right leg over. So now I'm getting into that inner thigh here, okay, and I'm going to keep my left leg down, and I'm going to throw my left arm out so y'all can see to keep myself balanced. My right arm is holding my right foot in the towel, and this inner thigh right here is now getting a stretch and all through my hamstring, okay? If you have the stretch, you could pull up a little more. I don't have it. This is as much as I can give, and I'm going to hold for about 15 more seconds, okay? You also feel a little stretch coming through your side, your left side, and we just hold. If this is uncomfortable, you go right back with that leg up. This feels wonderful to me. We've done a lot of sumo squats and lunges. We're getting that inner thigh and hamstring stretched out. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Give your right leg a slight bend and let's pull it up. You can lose your towel. Left leg is now going to meet right leg. Let's cross it over the left. So my right ankle is essentially kind of right on top of my left knee. Okay. I'm going to thread my right arm through. I'm going to grab the back of my left thigh and I'm going to pull in to where my booty's kind of pulling off the ground a little bit. And I'm going to now be feeling a stretch come through my right glute, but also a little bit through my left hamstring. That's if your left hamstrings are pretty tight. Mine aren't. But this is a big right glute stretcher, okay? And let's hold. Again, we're working this right side right now. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down, right foot down, legs straight. Now it's time to get to a little bit of core work and then we will go and stretch the left side, I promise. All right, we're going to work some obliques and some lower abdominals right here. We're going to stay with the right leg. I want arms, since it's stretched out really well. Arms long, right leg down. We're just going to lift the right leg up and touch our arms, okay? Right leg only, and I want you to do that 25 times. This is called a single leg V-up, and we're just going to keep it at a single leg V-up crunch, okay? And that's what this is. We're going to do 25. Your own pace right now. You get all 25 of those, pull knees up. And then we're gonna do 25 crunches just to the right side. So we're gonna reach and just touch the right ankle, okay? Notice my shoulders are staying up because I'm just gonna reach, touch the right ankle, and come back, okay? I'm gonna do 25 of these. This is gonna work that right oblique. Left hand is behind for head support. Good. When you get those, rest, legs long. Grab towel, we're gonna roll up. Towel, let's take it behind our left foot. Let's work this left side now. All right, left foot, towel. And then we're gonna slowly bend back. We're gonna extend our left leg to the point. Do we feel that stretch? We're not pulling yet. Just feeling the stretch. And we're just gonna hold. About 30 seconds here. And then I will be asking you to pull the toes a little closer over the eyes. To the point of uncomfort, not pain. About 10 more seconds. All right, now we're gonna pull our toes. I have hardly any range on this left hamstring. I'm finding my right shoulder and my left hamstring, but pull just a little to what you got, and let's stick. About 10 more seconds. 3, 2. All right, double up. Put the towel into the left hand, okay? If you got this. Right arm out, right leg stays put, and drop left over, okay? It's just as far as you can get it. You're gonna feel the left inner thigh hit the stretch. Hopefully open up a little bit and hold. My left side is much tighter. You'll find you have a side that's tighter. One side is more flexible. One side is going to be harder to do. One side's going to feel not as stretchy. This is the left side for me. About 10 more seconds here. Good job. You can slightly bend the left leg, pull it in. Right leg is going to come up and meet it. All right. We're going to cross our left leg over the right. So my left ankle is essentially in place with my right knee. I'm going to thread my left arm and grab my right thigh or my right hamstring, and I'm going to pull slightly in. All right, now you will be feeling the stretch coming through the left glute, left hamstring. This is where you're going to be feeling the stretch now. Let's hold for 30 seconds. Of course, if you don't feel it, that means you need to tug a little more, okay? 5 more. 3, 2, 1. My Siri's picking me up over here. Drop, drop. Legs out, legs out. Now we're gonna work our left side on the crunches, okay? So we're gonna do the left V up first. So we're just gonna be lifting, touching to the arms, all right? We have 25 of these. Your own pace right now. Let's go. When you get all 25, both feet up. We're going to go to our left oblique crunch, okay? So I'm going to just be reaching and touching my left ankle. 25. Good. When you get all of them, legs are going to go long. We're going to grab our towel again. We're going to lift all the way up. Watching for you. Again, you don't have to have a towel for this one. I just like it. This is not going to be a stretch. This is going to be another core movement. I'm going to have our legs slightly bent. I'm going to turn slightly to go on this one. So we're gonna just be we're having slightly lean back posture here. So that means we're constantly bracing here, okay? And I'm gonna have my towel like this, pulling, not like a little contraction here, we'll be pulling. I'm gonna lift it up like this, right above my eyes. And I'm gonna draw what I like to call the half moon, okay? So we're drawing a half circle here with my towel. I'm just gonna go side, because I want more obliques. I'm trying to work your obliques here. So I want a side, so I'm touching it, and a side. See, I'm gonna draw half moon, side, side. So I'm gonna do it to the front so you can see, and then I'll do it again to the side. I'm gonna go side, side, but you can see that I am slightly just leaned back. So I'm having to brace the whole time, okay? So I'm going side, side. All right, so I would like 30 of these, your own pace. 15 half moons on the left, 15 half moons on the right. And this is a very controlled movement. You should not go boom, 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 boom. It's slow, it's zen, it's, let me get that half moon in, okay? Sure enough, so I'm just gonna go, boom, draw, okay? That's what we want it to look like. All right, let's get them, 30. Gonna see people still going. Once you finish them. When you get them, we're gonna come back to tabletop. Okay. I'm gonna do one more stretch on both of your hips. All right, I'm gonna show it to you from this way. So I like this angle actually. All right. So we're gonna go up into a plank, but I'm gonna immediately pull my right knee up. I'm gonna cross it over and I'm gonna sink into what is called pigeon. You go as deep as this right hip will allow. So let's go up, watch. I'm gonna pull right knee up, pull it over, and I'm gonna just sink in, okay? So you'll see what it looks like on the front. I've just sunk in here, okay? You might need to stay all the way up. That's fine, because you're gonna feel a deep stretch coming through this right hip, okay? If you're like, I think I could take a little more, then you could go here. And then you might say, I might take a little more. This one, by the way, is really hard for me. My right hip is a little stiff. It's gotten so much better because I do this a lot. But you could go all the way down. But I have to admit, for a while, about a year ago, this was me. I was up here. My right hip was very stiff. So you choose where you need to be. And let's hold in our right hip for 30 seconds, okay? And if you don't have this at all, and you're like, this is just not working for me, you go back to child's pose and you sink into the hips that way. It's completely fine. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, you're gonna plant hands, plant the left foot, return back to plank. Now pull left foot up, left knee up, cross it over, and sink into the left. Okay, so now we're going to be working the left hip. You are going to feel it and come to the left glute. My left is so tight that I even feel it shoot up into my inner thigh a little bit. All right, and I'm going to sink in as far as this one can take me for 30 seconds. Remember to breathe. Air in. 20 seconds. Three, two, one. Plant hands, plant the right toe. Left foot meets it. Now we're going to walk it in, Hold your stretch right there as much as you can. Feeling one final stretch in the hamstrings. You're going to do a deep inhale up, exhale at the top. Let's go. New people are done on this Saturday. I hope you feel a little more rejuvenated, stretched. A little bit of core. Those are ones I believe you can repeat on your own. We will be back, of course, Monday morning at 6 for boot camp. I hope everyone has a great weekend.